So I'm about to say some words that have been said in many videos before this video, but that I have never said. And that is, it's tuxedo time. So I have 3 cards in this order. I have a 1954 Topps Jackie Robinson. Pardon the noises in the background, I have children. I have a 1953 Bowman Stan Musial card and a 1951 Liebig Italian card, Ted Williams, in this little package here. Excuse this programming interruption. I just thought that maybe we should just take a second to open up the package and just let it breathe and then continue. Okay, so the unsealing. We'll go from the back. Now I see why Mangini talks about rubber bands, because SGC has already followed his advice. Got to know who the pros are. Mangini. All right, so I can see all these cards. And now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Now, I could pretend that I have no idea what the grades are here. But in reality, I do, because I can't resist. I have no willpower. I'm a weak man with no willpower. So I'm gonna try to edit this a little bit differently. I'm gonna do some discussion around some of the cards here and edit in some clips. The Stan Musial 1953 Bowman. This card I bought raw on eBay, and I wasn't quite sure of its condition because there was, 1, it wasn't a great picture of the card, and 2, there were what appeared to be scratches on the top loader. So I'll show a picture of my main concern. So bearing that in mind, I felt like it was worth a little bit of a risk because this had been a card that I was really trying to get where the picture was clear and didn't have any real notable issues. And I was having a really hard time finding a card that I wasn't getting bid out on. It seems like just recently these cards have become more attainable. So bearing that in mind, this is what I got. This Stan Musial. I'll show my guess. I'm gonna give this one a 4. So let's take a look. All right, let's take the case out here. So I would say that I got the card I would be most looking to buy, which is a low graded card that looks amazing. This really is, if I was gonna find the card to buy, this probably would have been it. So that's pretty awesome. Trying to get rid of the glare here. That might be a problem. But anyway, I think that this is super. I'm just so happy with how this card looks. So I guessed a 4 and I was off by 1. When I originally opened this, I said a 3 or a 4, and my 3 was really a hedge against disappointment. But I'm not. I really am not disappointed. I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy with having what I consider to be an extremely nice 3. So super psyched for this. Another card in this order is Jackie Robinson, 1954. And the story of this card is that when I first started getting back into baseball collecting, I think was 2018, and it was really Ohtani. That was my first hook. I started getting into former Negro League players, and that became my focus as I was ramping up my enthusiasm of collecting. And during that time, my sister sent me as a gift a raw 1954 Jackie Robinson. So that was an awesomely thoughtful gift. And I've had it for years now, and it's always been top on my list to get authenticated and graded. So I was happy to do that, and we'll take a look. So now we have the Jackie Robinson, and my guess was, and I'm going to give this one a 1.5. And it got a 2. So in that range. I felt like it was just nice enough to be above a 1, but it had some, like surface issues and things like that. But again, I think this is a pretty nice 2. But I would have understood if I really would have understood if it got a 1.5. A 1 I would have thought was way harsh. And the back is, nice. I should have shown you the Stan Musial back, but the Stan Musial back was fine. So now the big kahuna. I really regret saying that. I'm sorry. But it is the 1951 Liebig Ted Williams card. This was an Italian card that I had come across because I had a save search for 1951 Ted Williams. Because I was looking for the Bowman. Just said 1951 Ted Williams was my save search. This came up. So I ended up finding this card and being intrigued with this card. They were always prohibitively expensive. So I was trying to find another angle. I noticed that it didn't say Ted Williams on the card. It didn't say Ted Williams on the back of the card. It just seemed like it had been agreed upon that this was depicting Ted Williams, and clearly it was. So I went the route of looking for any Italian vendors that might be selling this and may have it listed differently. Not saying Ted Williams or, so I was trying all sorts of things, looking for stuff. And I found something that was encouraging and very, very accessible entry point. So I was willing to get this card whether or not it was real at that point. It just seemed like a Hail Mary, let's go for it. About three weeks later, the mail came, and this was the envelope. And the Ted Williams card I was really psyched about. And I had talked about that card more than any other card this year to my friends, family, and twice now with Splendid Sports cards. Adam from Splendid Sports. By the way, check out Adam's channel. It's awesome. I was fairly confident it was authentic, but I was very interested to get it slabbed and graded. And one of the ways I've described this card is of like an Italian dream of baseball, because it's an approximation of the game and the field. It's not quite right, but I feel like what is off about it and the time period in which it was made is just kind of awesome. And the advertisements in the back and all that stuff. So I big fan of this card, which is why I hunted for it so hard. And this is the luckiest I've ever gotten with a card. And let's show it. All right. So looks really solid. So we'll quickly go to my guess grade. So this one, I'm gonna give this one a 5. And now we'll reveal. So now this really was crazy. Very, very very just lucky with the whole story of this card. It is tied with grades aren't everything. They're definitely not, but you never mind a high grade. So this is the Big Kahuna. And in closing, I'm back here. Haven't opened this, but have. And I'm saying bye. I'm saying thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. I hope you all the crazy excitement that hasn't happened yet. I just hope it was, mind blowing. And happy holidays. And
going to be a problem if he doesn't get back right.